Hello everyone and welcome back to another NASCAR Racing 2003 live stream. How is everyone doing tonight? Thank you so much for joining in. As you can tell by the title of today's video, or I should say tonight's video, doing something a little bit differently. I've done this a few times before, but we're doing our first NR2003 painting live stream in a while. After the spectacular finish at Eldora, what is now technically yesterday, but I'm still considering it tonight, I realized I got to recreate that finish right away. That close beaten and bang finish between Chase Briscoe and Grant Enfinger. I believe I've got the 98s scheme, but I realize I don't believe I've got the number 27. So instead of sitting around and waiting for it, I decided I would try to paint it myself from scratch. So that is what we are going to be doing today. I apologize for the whispering that will be going on for the remainder of this video, but as you may know, it's pretty late right now, so I gotta keep it down a little bit. Hence the late night painting stream title. I want to thank everyone for joining in right now. Why is this not... There we go. Wasn't clicking on the chat. I want to thank everyone for joining in. Right off the bat, if you guys could please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't yet already, I would really appreciate it while you are doing that. For those of you interested, I am currently streaming over on Twitch if you want to follow me on there. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter. Last but not least, if you'd like to be so kind enough as to help support this channel and get some cool rewards in return, please go check out my Patreon page. Thanks so much to Adria Fitzy, Tommy Joyce, Jay Barker, and Kingster Cole for your support on there. Really appreciate it, you all. Thank you so much. And you can hear that pounding in the background. My kitten, or I should say my parents' new kitten, is currently wrestling with our older cats. So there's lots of slamming around going on in the background, so I apologize for that. By the way, my face cam is off on purpose. I just don't want to have all the bright lights and my face cam on this late at night. It's not an error, it's off on purpose, so I'm just going to slide the chat up there so there's not that big gap. Alrighty, so we are going to be painting Chase Briscoe's number 27 2018 Ford F150 from scratch. Before I switch over, I'm just trying to find a good picture of it. Here we go. I'm going to be back and forth between the NR2003 tab and the painting tab a lot. So here is what we are going for. We got the Built Ford Tough logo on the hood. Obviously, number 27, we got kind of this big orange design, a little bit of black, some stripes here. The Ride TV logo down here. We got, what is that, Nutra Chops? Nuri Chops? Something like that. Another Ride TV thing there. Built Ford Tough. There's one logo here, his signature. The regular contigs. This one doesn't look too terribly difficult. Got the number 27 on the back bumper, obviously. Alrighty, and right before we get into the painting process, I will get some shoutouts in for you guys. Alright, so that is that. We can delete this. This is what that's what I did for the stream thumbnail. Same thing here. We can just... Alright, so here we have a fresh Ford. Alright, this one does have the driver banner. Cool. A fresh Ford F150 template. I believe this one is courtesy from Racing Graphics, if I'm not mistaken. Racing Graphics. There we go. Actually, it might not be from here, but just Google NR2003 CWS 15 template Ford. You should be able to find it. I don't know the exact link. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so here is the scheme we are going for. So we got three main colors. Obviously we got white and black. Or is that a really dark gray? And then we got that orange. So it's a mainly white base. We want to start this off base color. Here we go. We're probably going to do a separate template or a separate layer for the designs, so I can switch that up and not mess with the base. Alrighty. White. And boom. Alright, that was easy enough. What color is the spoiler? Black. I apologize if my commentary is boring. For a lot of this, I'm not too colorful talking-wise while painting. Alright, Bonzi Hunter, how are you doing? Tropical Cyclone, Christopher Alvby, Nexus Combat, Stein TNS 71, Sylvie Gang, NR Racing League. Alright, so were these available on Team Omega? Is that where that comment came from, I'm assuming? That NR2003 guy. You're probably right, but I do not have Photoshop, and I do not have money for Photoshop, and I do not usually download softwares illegally. I haven't done that in a long, long time. I'm not going to start again now. Robloxian Games. How are you doing? Taylor Tot 16. It's Cheesehead. And you might be wondering what the Photoshop tab on the right side of my thing is doing. I got the trial version way, way long ago, and then that expired, and I haven't bought the code yet. So yeah, before you're asking about the Photoshop tab, that was when I downloaded the trial version like years ago. If I load it up, it's not going to work. It's going to make me enter in a code, which I don't have because I don't have money to buy one. Alrighty, so spoiler black. We'll start on all the easy stuff before we start on the colorful designs. So step one with painting a truck, or any scheme I should say, is to get familiar with your template. Trying to find the spoiler. Here we go, spoiler. Switch us over to black. That's right, there's a weird layer here for the shading. There we go. I don't know why this layer affects the color so much just from the shading, but I'm turning that off for now. Oh yeah, speaking of the race, I don't know if I'm gonna get chastised for saying this, but I fell asleep for the entire freaking thing. No, nothing against the race. I heard it was exciting and it looked great, and obviously it was a spectacular finish, but I had to wake up super early to run a bunch of errands before I met up with a friend later this morning. And then I didn't sleep well last night to begin with. And then, yeah, I fell asleep about a half an hour before the race started. I had it on, I was waiting for it, and then just got too tired. Alright, wheel color. The wheels were black. That's what I was looking for. Go back to the picture. Yep, it's black wheels. Alright. And yes, I know I'm really slow with painting, so I apologize for that as well. The numbers are going to be... I haven't found the correct number. That kind of almost looks like the Davey Allison 2 from his 28 with like an outline. So yeah, you guys won't get any spoilers from me. I did see the finish, obviously. Xfinity MNGR 17. Is that your reaction to me saying I fell asleep? Duke Fan 3388. How are you doing? Yeah, I feel bad because I was actually really looking forward to this race, and I just got too tired. Alright, back to GIMP. What am I getting texts about? NASCAR YouTube Pro Series on Twitter. Use Big Evil Racing's template for the F150. Alright, since I'm not very far ahead, I'm gonna take your word for it. Let's see what the difference is. Big Evil Racing. NR2003. Alright. Who officially runs the NASCAR YouTube Pro Series channel? Is that Black Flags Matter, or is that one of the other guys? But whoever is watching this, thank you for the heads up. Because if you have that type of advice right away, I'm assuming you know what you're talking about. So I'm going to take your word for it and go find the Big Evil Racing Camping World Truck Series templates. Team Omega 2015. Ford F150 version 1. Is that what I want? Yeah, because these other ones are the Silverado and then lights update. Alright. Gonna take your word for it, and I'm gonna use this one instead, since I haven't gotten very far. Alright. I'm just gonna open this right up. We'll save it later. Wish I had some music going right now, so my dull, monotone voice wasn't the only thing entertaining you guys right now, but I don't want my video to get flagged. Alright, where's the credit thing up top? Take that mask off. There we go. Alright. The Big Evil Racing template instead. Here we go. Alright, I got more messages on my Twitter thing I gotta check. Caleb Hoffman. And you got the link for his number and everything. Look at you. Oh. Shoot. Did the screen never switch over? Thought I switched off of the NR2003 screen, but here we got the Big Evil Racing template. Alrighty. Sorry, I'm just waiting for my other this page on my phone to finish loading. There we go. I was going back to my chat for this video. There we go. Alright, try to get some more shout outs in. Your Creepy Uncle, R.R. Reed, Jimmy Johnson 7-time 23, Nexus Combat, I don't know if I got you. NASCAR YouTube Pro Series, Taylor Todd 17, Henry Guo, What Incarnation, the NDJR Racing. You might have gotten a couple accidental repeats in there. Alright. On with the painting. So thank you for that link to his numbers as well. I'll check that out in a couple minutes when I get to it. Alright, so the scheme has a white base. Actually, for now, I'm just going to turn the wire off. I usually don't use the wire while I'm painting. It has black wheels, which they already are, so that's good. Alright, actually, I think we can go right to the numbers, so I'm going to go look at that link you sent me, messages. If you need any help, just PM me. Thank you very much. I'm trying to make me painting this as public as possible so no one else starts doing it, because trust me, in the past I've worked on schemes I thought didn't exist before, and then I find out that, oh crap, the scheme already exists. Download. Alright, it's downloaded the number 27. Thank you very much. Nascar YouTube Pro Series. Alright, sorry, I'm just switching off of the monitor screen every time I have to go to like my Twitter page or something. Alright. Turn the BER graphic off. Background. Alright, that actually looks good. Do I have to switch the colors around? Where is the... Here we go. Alright, white outline, black numbers. That's exactly what we got here. Perfect. Except we're going to need one more tiny black outline for the side ones, but we can do that once we copy it over. And my mouse completely sucks, so you're going to see lots of accidental clicks, double clicks. It's stopping clicking while I'm dragging it across. Alright, copy, paste. Thank you very much to Big Evil Racing and NASCAR YouTube Pro Series for your help with the template and other stuff. I can probably just close this one out. I'm primarily working on the second one. Alright. Make a new layer right above the base. Numbers. There we go. Alright, copy this sucker over. Now we gotta shrink it down. Scale layer. Or scale tool, I mean. Even down even more. Alright, why is this little... Is that part of the window net? Actually, no, this little black part right there. What's that little black trim underneath the window? Is that there in real life? Oh, that is. Okay. So the number is, I think, just maybe slightly smaller. And then add the black outline. Or copy it over to the other side, add the black outline. I think I'll be good for the side numbers. That size looks pretty close so far. Scale. Where is it in relation to that bottom trim? I think this bottom trim is shaved off a little bit. I don't know the exact term for this side skirt on the bottom over here, but it looks way shorter for the Eldora setup on the dirt track, which obviously makes sense. This part, yeah, it seems like it's shaved off a little bit. But still, we gotta shrink the number down just a little bit more. Oh, shoot. There we go. That, I think, actually maybe just a little bit more. That probably looks good. Alright, we're gonna zoom in. That white outline looks the proper width already. Alright, we're just gonna center this. We're gonna go to view. Where's what I'm looking for? Image guide. Here is what I'm looking for. New guide. Vertical. How big is this layer? We want it right around the middle point. There we go. try to get this guy just right on this front edge. So then when we flip the number, we'll try to line it up the same on the other side. I'm trying to get this... Actually, this would make more sense doing it over here. Lining this up right with the end of the window. Actually, it looks like it's a little past the window, so I can drag it over to the right just a little bit. Alright, there's still plenty of room for the contigs. Maybe back to the left just a tad. And that probably looks good. Right where it's at. Alright, so copy. And come over to the other side. Make sure we're still on the numbers. Layer, paste. Layer, transform, rotate 180. I'm just rotating it. I'm not skewing it at all until I get a good shot of the other side of the car and know for sure where it's at. And we're trying to line it up. Just we have it aligned with this thing, with this guy. Now we're just trying to get it dead center between this line and that line, which looks about good there. And lastly, we just need to add the last little black outline. So for that, we're going to go to alpha to section, so we get everything highlighted on the layer we are working on. Then we're going to go to select, grow. Let's try 2. Then we go to back to black. Not the AC/DC song. There we go. That looks good. Perfect. I mean, it doesn't look quite great yet since we don't got that orange part right here, but we'll start working on that. But yeah, the number with the black outline looks good. I just got more notifications, that more messages. Make the numbers on the door a little taller than they would be on the cars. It's okay if it's disproportionate. Thank you for the tip. I never really know what the exact proportions are. I just try to line it up as close to the as close to the picture as real life. So I can see it's kind of right underneath the window perfectly, with just a little over to the right on this side. So that's what I was going by. Looks like I made it pretty tall. I can always stretch it a little bit more in the future, but we're close enough for now. Now let's see if we get a good shot of the roof number, which is that orange with the black outline. Yeah, see if we can find a better shot of it, perhaps. Nope, let's go to YouTube. Or not YouTube, Google. And why does my chat keep going away? That's right, because I keep clicking off my video. Oh, we still got like 30 people watching this late, and I gave like almost no notice. You guys are awesome. Janza, however that's pronounced, thanks for tuning in. Silly Gang, Nexus Combat, Christopher Albee, Bonzi Hunter, Tropical Cyclone, some NASCAR fan, Stein TNS 71. Yes, I know I'm getting a lot of repeats in. Medfly's Train Studio, Henry Guo, Joshua Nike 48 Gaming. How are you doing? Kyle Bush Sweeps, Darcy Gregorio. Alright, just trying to make sure I didn't miss anyone. Alright, trying to see if we get any better pictures of that 27. I just went to Google Images, typed in Chase Briscoe, Eldora, and just typed in any pictures within the last 24 hours. I guess I could try the last week. See if I have any better luck. Oh, here we go. Here's some better pictures. Raise the bar. F150 is the bar. I already saw that. There's the tire marks from shoving end finger into the wall on that last lap. Sorry, spoilers. Alright, here's an actual, like, graphic. Alright. Ride TV. That actually helps for those little contigs. Is there any better shot of the roof? No, that was posted 2 days ago. That wouldn't have been of tonight. I guess I could watch the video, but... Ooh, this is actually a good shot. Nutra-Chomps. Alright. So at least I know the name of that. Premium Nutra-Chomps. Not just regular Nutra-Chomps. Premium Nutra-Chomps. So at least I know what that logo is. Actually, now that I got that, maybe it's because I left out premium. Really? No logo? Oh, that's why. I'm dumb. Anytime. There we go. Premium Nutra-Chomps. I think this was it. We're just gonna save it. Not in our downloads. We're gonna go to our paint folder. And our 2003 files. Paint. Logos. I think that was it. Let's go back to the... I meant to open up another tab when I did that. Yep. Looks like the right logo. Better pick. That was a nice pick. I can see the quarter or those really tiny contingencies right in front of the rear tire a lot better. So yeah, that one does help. Thank you. YouTube Pro Series. See, now this one's a decent shot of the roof numbers, but they're tiny, or the picture's tiny. But yeah, it just looks like orange with the black outline. It looks a little more stretched height-wise too, so I'll keep that in mind. That number is definitely more stretched height-wise. Alright, so let's go here. Yeah, orange number with a black outline. So for that... Copy, delete, paste. I know there's probably easier ways to go about certain methods of painting in here, but I'm just doing it how I've been taught. So we're turning the outline to black. And now we're gonna turn the number to orange. Copy, delete, paste. Let's find a good looking orange. Actually, that doesn't look too bad right off the bat. Trying to get to that orange. This orange. Actually, if I do this, hit the eyedropper tool, and click right on this orange, this should have given us a pretty good match. Alright, let's try that. Alright, that looks good. Once again, my chat went away, so I forgot to click back on the video. Excuse me. Hold on, I'm just refreshing this page, sorry. Holy crap, we got 44 people watching? You guys are awesome. This is a decent amount of watchers for me. Can I paint iRacing cars? I should learn iRacing painting, but unfortunately I haven't had subscription for iRacing for a few months. Alright, we're going to copy this. Go back over to this one. Oops. Stupid mouse. That was the mouse's fault. And now it's not clicking. Every now and then I gotta tap the mouse on the mouse pad pretty hard a few times, then it'll start working for like another hour. Alright, copy, paste. Whoops. I was on the wrong layer. Copy. There we go. Try this again. There we go. Scale this down. Alright, now we're gonna squeeze it. Because it was pretty slender height-wise, so we can squeeze a little bit. We're going to do our scale tool, unsnap that, and decrease the width. Make it just maybe slightly wider than it is tall. Or slightly taller than it is wide. Shrink it down just a little bit more so it fits. Oops. Alright, does that fit? I think I can actually... It looks skewed to where it's a little bit more, centered. So I'm just gonna actually skew the angle a little bit. Like that. Not too much. Just enough to make it fit. And we're gonna get another guide up in here, a horizontal one, for us to line up with the center of the truck. Yeah, we're trying to line it up right there. That looks good. So this center part right there can be perfectly lined up. Zoom back out. Alright, let's look at the comparison photo. The best photo we have of the aerial shot of the truck is that one, but going by that doesn't look too off. Maybe we'll have to stretch it even a little bit more height-wise, but for now that looks alright. The number on the roof has a thinner outline than the door. Huh. Which means I think we gotta... Oops, I can redo the... There we go. I'm gonna get rid of the number. Go back over here. We are going to copy just this portion. Copy. Paste. Oh my gosh. Line this up. And we'll add the outline after the fact. Scale. What am I doing? There we go. Alright, zoom back in. Unskew it by 10 degrees again. Alright, now once again, we'll do the alpha to channel, or alpha to selection. Now we're just looking for a thinner black outline for the roof numbers than the white outline for the door. Man, YouTube Pro Series making me be a perfectionist for this one. Nothing wrong with that. How's that look? Why does that always look weird? I think because maybe instead of the bucket I need a paintbrush. Oh, that's not what I need to do. How do I add a better black outline? I'm not a painting expert by any means. I'm just gonna do this for now. I can adjust it later. I know you can see a little bad quality. The outline isn't quite perfect, but for now it looks alright. Actually, maybe I can make it a little bit bigger. Just by a couple more. There we go. It's still thinner than the door outline. I know I can fix this outline. I'll change it in a little bit. I'll try to move on to more stuff I do for sure know how to do. And yeah, that 27 definitely isn't lined up good right now. We'll have to change that in a little bit. Move on to something else. What else can we do right now? Start adding the Ford logos. The Built Ford Tough on the hood. That Nutra chomps on the back. The Ride TV. We can start doing that. We can do the rough paint scheme. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get the detailed stuff up front like this stuff, but I can definitely do this orange part right here and then make the top of the bed lid black, this part right here. Alright, new layer. Paint scheme. Put that above the base. Now let's see if we can't. Start painting some of this stuff. First, I want to take a better look at the layers and see what we all got here for the template. Because I think of a lot of the stuff I was just talking about painting, there's a specific layer for. Or is there? Actually don't think there is one specifically just for this section, so I think I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah, that's the body lines. Alright. Back down to the paint scheme. Alright, so all this bed is going to be black. Oops, wrong one. I think those are black too. Shift, nope, it's control. There we go. Sorry, I was talking to myself. Trying to remember some of these key functions. Alright, so this is all black. And then the side part is orange. Just double checking, yep. This part's black, and then the side part is orange. Alright. This bottom part is black with the Ride TV logo. That part I can do. Alright, where... It's a little bit above. It's right below the tail light is where the black cuts off. Literally right at the bottom of the tail light. So right there. So for the next part of the paint scheme... This is probably where it would help a little bit to put the wire back on. Zoom back in. Alright, so we are basically just following the bottom of the taillight line across here, and then everything underneath it's going to be black, as you can see right there. Just the bottom of the taillight line, just perfectly flush across. That's exactly what we're going to try to do right here. Alright, that looks about good. I think this bottom exhaust part is black too. Or we'll just have it black for now. Alright. Oops. Accidentally clicked the wrong spot. Boom. That looks good. I'll do the same thing for the other side. Where in that wire does that line up? Alright, it's towards the top here. I think this can be fixed a little bit. There we go. Alright, about there. Boom, 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 boom. Alrighty. Now I think we can do this orange part. Actually, we can finish the black part right there. Just little black trim, it looks like, right by those contigs. And then after that, we can do this orange, which is basically kind of a pointed triangle almost that ends right underneath the edge of that 2. Alrighty. I know I'm kind of slow in comparison to a lot of other painters, but it's starting to come along. Could be worse. And I think that orange has got to be a little more bright. It's a little too pale of an orange, so I think I got to change that color. Yep, I know about the holding the control feature. Thanks, Caleb. But yeah, this one wasn't quite horizontal. It looked slightly more flush with the taillights. which is just at a slight downward angle. That's why I didn't hold control for that, but yes, I do know about. It's one of the few features I do know about. But yeah, thanks again for the tips. Alright, now we just gotta add a little black triangle here and there, and then we can do the orange part. I'm gonna fix that orange right away. We're gonna do this most recent one, but we're gonna, yeah, up the saturation. Yeah, that looks a lot better. That'll be a lot better of an orange. This number is, the roof number is definitely going to be changed, so don't pay attention to the roof number right now. We can start working on the paint scheme a little bit more. And then once we get up to these difficult little sections up here, that's when I'll probably lose confidence in myself and then move on to the contingent, or the logos. We can do these forward ones on the roof, on the side, the ride TV, the neutral chomps, the ride TV back here. And then we can try to find that raise the bar thing. If that is any thing that exists, like a PNG file on the internet, or if we're just going to have to make that text ourselves. We will find out when we do the search. Alright, so next. Actually, this little line right there, or maybe right in the middle of those two, looks like a perfect guide for that little. Yeah, because this little bottom trim part on the side is a little shorter for the Eldora setup, so we want to go a little above that. This little trim part right here I'm talking about, that all white part, is this part I'm talking about. So this we're going to want to have black, but this actually looks like we're keeping white. Anything from there on downwards. Alright, so make sure we're still in our paint scheme. Layer. So like I said, the roof numbers are going to be fixed later. I'll make the smaller outlines separately over in this file, and then copy it over. I think that'll make the quality a lot better. Alright, so make sure we click back on that and go back to black. I think we're going to follow this guide perfectly. Right. We're trying to click right where this guide meets up with this the top of the side skirt down here, whatever that's called. Oh, that's what's throwing me off. Right when it hits this line, it changes angle a little bit. That's why it wasn't lining up perfectly. Alright, so right. I'm just trying to get this part to line up. Darn it. Trying to be a perfectionist. No one will ever notice this if this bar is just slightly off. Alright, so click there. Then now I'll use the control. Actually, the control just slightly off angle from that side skirt piece, so we're just gonna do it manually. Boom. Just like I said, I know I'm really slow in comparison to a lot of other people with these painting, or when it comes to me painting, but nothing I can do about that. Actually, that looks... Keep in mind, this part is a lot taller for this regular truck than it looks like for the Eldora setup. Yeah, because they want a lot more ride height, obviously, on the dirt track. But keep in mind, there's going to be a big Wix contingency blocking most of this, so I can always shave off the angle a little bit later. Just trying to do a rough draft of the car right now. Truck, excuse me. I probably said that a bunch of other times too so far. Alright, now the same thing on this side. Try to get it matched up with this line as closely as possible, and then right at this part. Boom. Boom. Alright, now we can do the orange. The orange part of the scheme, which I was actually really interested in. This will start to bring the truck together, as the dude would say. It brings the whole truck together. Alright, so right around the middle, or a little bit closer to the side at that point. Click there. Right underneath the 2, and then right where the bed meets the cab, where the cab comes down. Excuse me, I got the hiccups, I don't know why. It's like right there, to right there, to like right here. And everything else is going to be orange. Alrighty, let's do this. Just looking at the guides. Alright, so like I think right around here looks like a good spot. And right under here. Do you see any white under here? You do. A little bit of white. Alright, so good. That lines up good. So if I click like right there, you're going to be seeing a little bit of white right in this section. Perfect. Alright, now we come along here. Ah, shoot, that was a double click. I didn't mean to do that. That was my mouse being stupid. I'm surprised that actually hasn't done that yet. Alright, so we'll try that again. Right around here. Bring this down just a little bit, so that white section right underneath the corner of the 7 is going to be a little bit bigger. There we go. Alright, don't double click this time, please. Thank you. Alrighty, moment of truth. Let's see how this looks. Click back onto our brighter orange. And boom. Look at that. Look at that. Now we just gotta add the logos on the hood. It's actually not too much painting to be done. This little colorful parts up here, these little fancy designs up near the nose, is probably gonna be the trickiest part. But now we'll do the same thing up here. Try to do it as closely as possible, matching up to around the same guides as we were doing. Although, yeah, I'm gonna, speaking of guides, I'm gonna have to move this one over. Shoot. Stupid mouse. Bring it over right to the point. There, so then... Alright, here we go. Alright, I'm gonna go reverse order this time. Or reverse direction. So start like right around here for that. There. Who is blowing up my phone right now? go. Now here's what I'm looking for. I gotta line up right around there. Alright, that looks about good. Not too bad so far. Could be worse. Alright, who is... Car Viewer. Thank you, yes. I am aware of Car Viewer, I do have it, I just haven't found the Car Viewer file for this particular mod yet. It's actually probably one of the things I should have found before I started doing this, but so far I've gotten along without it. But yeah, I'm going to need that at some point. Speaking of which, we're going to save this as documents, NR2003 files, paints, Camping World Truck Series 2015. Briscoe, built Ford, tough, number 27. Alright, so at least we got that saved. Alright, since this part of the front little designs are going to be a little tricky for me, this front part, I'm just going to start moving on to some of the logos. I think we can do the Built Ford Tough logos on the B pillar there and then on the hood. So let's do those right away. Alright, Built Ford Tough. This looks like the right one. Yeah, with this detailed little design in it. I think that's it. We'll try a different one. Yeah, we can. Don't need that anymore. We already found the right numbers. Built Ford Tough logo. Let's see which one is the closest one. I just realized I haven't looked at the chat in a while. Come on, there we go. Alex Niam2, Redneck Onion, AWO. DY, how are you doing? Anyone else I missed? I'm sure there's more people I missed. Alright, back to my Twitter messages, which are getting blown up. You sent me the Car Viewer file. Thank you very much. I will use that in a little bit. Alright, but first, the Built Ford Tough. Just trying to find the closest looking one. I think that one we saw on Bing. This looked probably the best. Save image as. I'll save it in our logos folder right away on our 2003 files. Paint. Logos. Try to stay as organized as possible. Built Ford Tough. Edit with GIMP. Alrighty, start adding these logos. Transparency, add alpha channel, get rid of this white part. Oops. I don't want to do that. Guess we're just going to have to do this manually. There we go. Copy. Go back over here. Right above the numbers, we'll put the Built Ford Tough logos. Paste. Alright, this first one right here. Shrink that down. Probably too much. I don't know why I don't use the scale layer tool more. Oh, what the heck? How come that white outline part is still in there? Thought I copied that separately. Did I add the alpha channel? Yeah. Alright. Right click. Oh, that's why. That's why. I forgot to click off that. I always forget that sometimes. Copy. There we go. Now it doesn't have the white outline. Scale layer tool. Man, we've already been doing this for over an hour. Time flies when you're having fun painting. Yeah, I'm going to try to do more of these in the future, but just a heads up, if I do, they're going to be mainly late at night like this, because this is mainly usually when I do the majority of my painting for this game. There's a little tiny stuff there I'll have to fix. Alright, back to the chase. Alright, so this one actually is pretty big. It comes up to around like 2/5 down the way into the wheel well. And there's just a little bit of orange above it. It's right at the corner where the end of the cab comes down. So we're trying to line that up. Doesn't look too bad. I think this black part is going to have to get shaved down just a little bit. But I think this needs to get shrunk just a tad. It's otherwise fairly good. I think that's probably good, actually. So I can grab our guide. Alright, copy. Paste, flip it around. And center it back in that same guide that we just centered that one in. Make sure there's about the same level of orange at the top. Looks about good. Alrighty. We can always fine-tune things later. Whoa. Where did that one come from? Alright, now to add the B-pillar ones. One's right up there. And then, yeah, below that, little orange, or not orange, yellow highlight at the top of the B-pillar. That's apparently a thing for this particular racing team. Alright, shrink them down even more. Actually, doesn't look too bad. Actually, probably just a little smaller. There we go. Let's put it right under this line, this guide. Whoops. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. So like I said, we can always finally adjust it later. As long as we're nice and neat and organized with our layers, we can always adjust everything later. Alright, so copy that, paste, flip it around. Oops, I'm actually gonna be perfect and drag this guide over. So the top of this will have perfectly lined up with that part of the guide, this line of the wireframe right there. Copy, paste, transform, flip this around, center it back up with the guide, and line it up perfectly with that wire. Alright, perfect. So the two on the side are done for now. Alright, should we do the raise the bar? Let's see if anything comes up for that. Yeah, is there any text with that, or are we gonna have to do that ourselves? I think we might have to do that ourselves, which wouldn't be the hardest thing. Oh, here we go. Bad quality. Visits. Oh, it's a stupid thumbnail for a video. No one cares. Oh, didn't want to click on that again. Yeah, we have the perfect text right there, but let's try Bing. See if Bing gives us any luck. No, I don't think so. Don't think so. We'll just have to possibly do that text ourselves later. I'm not going to do that right now. What the heck? Alright, we're just going to skip through that. Yeah, we'll add the text later. We'll start adding some other logos. Alright, Ride TV. Where's a good PNG file with the right colors? Alright, so that's red. This is orange. Ride TV. Oh, that's the same one. That one's really low quality. We'll try Google. Or Bing, I mean. Alright, TV logo. There you go, that's pretty good quality. Save image as. Boom. Except I just realized I don't think that's the right color. Yeah, we need the black TV font with the white outline. Like this. Well, there's not as many as you'd think. Let's try Google again. Well, I'll be damned. Oops. Is there any better one other than this? Or this? Apparently not. How does that make sense? You click on this thing and it changes. Because we got the TV text is black, but when you click on there it shows up as white. I think this is going to have to be our best option right here. I think we can pull it off. Alright. Now we just need to find that logo we just downloaded. Where did it go? Right TV, here we go. How is everyone doing in the chat? I apologize, I haven't checked in on you more recently than I have. Alrighty. Let's keep working on the logos. Pretty intense. Danica's weird workout company. Alright. So for this, we need the little white box around TV, but everything else is going to be transparent. Excuse me, it looks like. So for that, we gotta... That's why I wanted a high quality for this, so I don't know if this is going to work out perfectly with this not being as high of a resolution as it is. First, I need to add alpha channel. Stupid mouse. Not cooperating. Shoot. Oh, I think I know what to do. There we go. almost done. Whoops. There we go. Alright, that was the only way I wasn't going to have a little tiny white outline. Shoot, I just realized. I think I needed to get this just slightly closer to the E. Like that. Now we can go back to this. There we go. Sorry I'm being so silent. I just don't know what to say while I'm trying to fix this logo. Oh, what the heck? What did I just do? There we go. Copy, delete, paste. There we go. I was trying to do that the whole time. Alrighty, I think we can finally try this. Copy, back over here. Make a new layer for Ride TV logos. Too bad I don't have an energy drink or something right now. Actually gonna make that a little bit brighter red. Doesn't look like quite so dark of a red. Copy. Back over here. Control Z, Control Z, Control V. There we go. There we go. Alright, we gotta angle it just a little bit. Shrink it just a little. Shrink and angle. Just a tad bit more. Scale, rotate. Alright, looks like about 4.36 degrees will be good. Actually, I always do this. I always copy when I think it's at a good size first and then rotate it. Think maybe shrink it just a little bit more, just a tad. There we go. And then copy. I think I can rotate 5.61. Get it right around there. Looked like the edge of this TV was just above the top of the bumper. Right there is where I'm looking. Then Ride TV, it looks like there's a little gap of black there, which it looks like is good. Alright, so that being the case, if that... Oops. Stupid mouse clicking when I didn't want to. So if that looks good, I'm gonna Stop clicking when I don't want you to. Bring this guide over here. Bring it back up here. Now I can click it, paste. Layer. Transform, rotate 180. Drag this over here. Get it lined up about where we want to, and then rotate 5.61 the other way. So that looks about good. This part is just a little bit above where the bumper meets. A little bit of black edge on this side. I think that looks good. Look even better without the wire. Alright, not too shabby so far. So like I said, the little designs, the orange and black designs up near the nose is probably going to be the most difficult part for me. But we're getting there. And then the contigs, all the individual contigs, if I want to be super detailed, which I probably will. Alright, there's a Built Ford Tough logo on the hood. Oh, here we go. That would do it. I saw something here, some red, but I actually think it's the reflection of that derby where it says that right there. And there's also the Ride TV logo on the top of the bed. Need to see if I can find a decent shot of that. That's right, there's the Nutra-Chomps. Alright, so that's what we're going for. That's what we got so far. Ugh. Yeah, we still got a whole 30 people watching. You guys are awesome. I was expecting maybe like 4 or 5 for this stream. So like I said, I apologize for no face cam, but just I'm too tired to have bright lights and a camera right in my face being broadcast to the whole world. I'm assuming Chase don't have the rookie stripe since he ain't no rookie. Yeah, definitely not. Nope. So if there's a layer for that rookie stripe, we can try to find that and click it off right away. Trying to see if I can find a thing for the rookie stripe. Rookie decals, there we go. Boom. And click that off right away. Alright, so what now? The Ford logo on the hood, I think, can go next. The Built Ford Tough, right dead center. I was just waiting for that one until I got a better shot of it. But I found a good shot of it. Alright, copy. Oops, not settings. Over to paste. Make sure before we paste, click. God, I really hate this mouse. Click back on the Built Ford Tough logos. Gonna rotate this 90 degrees. And then once you start getting into some of the fine work, that's when I'll break out the. That's when I'll break out the car viewer. Make it just a little bit shorter, smaller. Spoiler alert. And this part is black around the windshield, underneath the windshield. I can never remember what this is called. But this part right here is black, so I think we can scale this down a little bit more. So we need to color up this little trim around the underneath the windshield at some point. Need those little stripes. So we got one up there, we got two down there. This one right on the nose. This might be a part 2 for this one. I really hate this mouse. I need to spend $10 and get a new mouse. Alright, Moog, Comp. That other one, I can never remember how to pronounce. Alright, those are actually perfect. I don't even need to touch those. Sunoco, is there a Sunoco one under the Comp? Oh my goodness, look at that, there is. I don't even need to touch these front 4 contingencies. What a gift. Alright. What next? The Ride TV logo on this, which I actually think is facing upside down if you're looking at it from behind. I need to find a better picture of the top of his truck. Yeah, because right here you can see the TV. So if you're looking at it from the front of the truck, it's facing the right way, but... Alrighty, I want to see something. We're going to see how this looks in the game so far. Oh, Adria Fitzy, thank you very much for the super chat. I'm assuming that's because I was complaining about my mouse, because that came promptly afterwards. I was wondering what that noise was. Alright, we're going to go to the mask, take this off temporarily, and we're going to export as. Going to go into our C drive, Papyrus, NR2003, imports, exports. We are saving it as a TGA file. Export. Then after that we go into NR2003, which I already have a Ford truck loaded up. We go to that Chase Briscoe file we just saved. Chase Briscoe built Ford tough. Alrighty, looking decent so far. This is how it looks in NR2003. I don't see anything misaligning. Lining up improperly looks pretty good. Go ahead and save that so far. I mean, if I wanted to, it's good enough to where... Maybe I'll get as far as I can get with it tonight. Make it good enough, and then tomorrow night, yeah, I think the roof number needs to be shrunk a little bit, and then maybe tomorrow night do a Can I Recreate. The chat, where did the chat go? Is it back? I suppose. Oops, not Canon T5i. YouTube chat. Sorry, guys. I forgot that when I'm in window mode, the chat goes away, but I'll bring that. I obviously brought that back. Edit scene. There we go. Tropical Cyclone has the link to the F150 text. Awesome. Thank you very much. You guys are... I gotta say, I gotta especially thank you for this one. You guys have been super helpful for finding stuff for this paint job. Alrighty. The text is... the chat is fixed. There we go. Sorry guys. I usually have the chat off in window mode so it doesn't block anything, but I forgot this is an exception of a stream. Alrighty, looks good so far. We just saved it back to painting. Decent screen grab of the text. I mean, it might still be better quality if I just do it myself. I'll keep that tab open, but I do appreciate the help. I was expecting like a PNG file and just the text itself though. But I'll still keep that open there in case I do need it. Who else needs a shout out? Chase Elliott fan, Janza, Stein, TNS71, Phase Wall, Christopher Albee, Tropical Cyclone 100, NR2003 guy. Yes, I know I'm getting some repeats in. If you're still watching, you deserve multiple shout outs. Adria Fitzy. That's why you sent the super chat. You're trying to get my attention for the chat. And it still took me like 2 minutes afterwards to get. Alrighty, there's at least 2 more for sure ones we can add. We can add that that Nutra Chomps. If we can find that. Nutra Chomps. Nutra Chomps. Where are you at? The Danica double. LOL. Here we go. Convert. Premium Nutra Chomps. Highlight that. Copy. Go back here. Make a new layer for that. Nutra Chomps. Paste. Bring that up to the trunk lid, whatever that's called. The proper term for that piece of sheet metal. Oops, way too small. Way too small. Shrink it down even more. Shrinky dink. Yeah, for this one, I'm just going to keep going until the truck is either done or until I get too tired to keep going, whichever comes first. I like the Michigan plate. Why is the premium off center? Here we go. Premium Nutra Chomps. Yeah, I do have to slide the premium over to the center. It does have a Michigan plate. That is accurate. The Ford logo is right there. So the Ford logo actually needs to be brought down a little bit. The premium can come up right to around the... Actually, I think I need to make it bigger. This is actually probably closer size. I'm centering this guide right in the center of the license plate. Alright, trying to see where the lettering lines up with this license plate and the real life truck. Alright, so this H just comes, basically lines up with the edge of that plate, and then this side of the M. Yes, I'm trying to be that. Alright, that's actually fairly close. I think I can shrink it down just a little bit. And then that premium part is... the premium and the N is just over this line right here. So I can actually... I think make this just slightly taller. And just slightly bigger in general now. Oops. Alright, make sure it's center again. Yeah, we're bringing the top of these lettering just above this part. I'm just trying to, even though this is just a little off center wise for this guide with the logo as a whole, I'm just trying to line up this lettering with the license plate as close to what it was right here. And then the premium is more centered, so for that, that's an easy fix. Just, oops, definitely don't want to do that. Stop double clicking, stupid mouse. Copy, paste, and then just slide this over. There we go. Alrighty. The NR2003 part is done. That's right, we still gotta do that, darn it, I forgot this stupid trademark. Screw it, I'm not even concerned about that part. We'll add it later if we need to, but we still need to do the 27 on the bumper. For that, that's probably going to be small enough. We don't even need to take the black outline part off. Let's go to numbers. Copy. Paste. Drag this over here. And shrink that sucker down. Perfect size. You can barely see the outline. Perfect. I think there is the slightest outline here. It looks like it's almost a sticker, so that looks good. Export TGA. Let's import that again, see how the updates look. Tough. Got the number back there, NR2003. So aside from his signature, this the B pillar yellow part, the Ride TV part back here, and then the text for this part, the little front designs, I think, the driver banner. I mean, aside from some details here and there, we're not too terribly far away. I mean, I could easily use this for the reenactment where it is right now. Alright guys, so I'm going to make a deal with you. I'm going to keep streaming. I can probably stream for decent more length of time. I just got to go run to the bathroom real quick and stretch my back real quick because we've already been going on nearly 2 hours. says approaching nearly 2 a.m. my time. I have no problem continuing to stream and paint, especially considering I'm not tired at all since I napped through the entire Eldora race. But yeah, I just got to take a quick potty break and stretch my back quickly if I'm going to. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to do that real quick, and I should be right back. We're going to go to the wait screen. Alright, be right back, guys. guys, I am back. Thank you for sticking around for the intermission. So last we finished that bumper number. Now I was going to work on this Ride TV logo right here. Still got to do the Ford text on the side, the driver banner, the signature, and this little B-pillar stuff on top. Aside from that, we're not too terribly far away. Great. Now I got tiny kittens going after my cords at my computer. And I'm trying not to get distracted. Alright, Ride TV. I'm trying to find a good shot of the top of the trunk, top of the bed, whatever it's called. Ride TV, I can't. So it's white text, obviously. Alright, so it is, we do have the white background all the way through for both the ride and the TV part. Alright, so that can be changed. Shoot. Redo. Copy. There we go. There we go. It's close to that at least. I actually think this needs to get stretched out a little height-wise. Not quite that much. And shoot. Just a little bit more. There we go. That's what I was going for. Alright, now we can copy this entire thing. I wish I had a higher quality version of it, but this will do for now. I can always switch it out later. Make sure to go to the Ride TV logos layer. Paste. Yeah, we definitely need a better quality. Hey, come here. Stupid cat keeps messing with my charging cord. And yeah, since we're going to have to make this bigger from a small scale, it's going to be kind of pixelated when we make it bigger. Actually, it's not too bad. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Alright, so like right around there looks good. Let's export that. This is my makeshift car viewer right now. Alright, I'm just going to move this cord so the stupid cat doesn't mess around with it anymore. Chase Briscoe, build Ford Tough. Alright, TV. Or is it closer towards the back? It's a little closer towards the back, actually. Why do I still have the car cam hack loaded up? I can get rid of that. I can get rid of that. I can get rid of that. Try to close out as many applications as possible. Put this right in the center of this little strip of rivets, whatever those are called. Alright, who else is blowing up my phone before? More. I'm actually just gonna switch to that screen quickly so I can go to my Twitter messages. Alright, there's the car viewer file I'm gonna download right away since I got this loaded up. Extract to documents, NR2003 files, mods, no paints. Alrighty, sorry, I'll switch back to the window screen once I'm done looking through these. Messages. He's sending me for the specific racing teams, various unique paint attributes. So how do I do this? Do I highlight everything? Copy. Oops. Alright, so here's what you just sent me. Do I make sure it's... Do I delete all this stuff? And then copy and paste the layer? Do I copy the layer? If it's easier for you, just send me it on the chat if you're still watching YouTube Pro Series. Stupid pop-ups. Back to here. Alright, we still need that, the raise of the bar, the driver banner, the signature, make sure all the contigs are correct, and down here, the front design. I know it sounded like more, but once we get past those like 5 things, it's actually kind of the end of the scheme. Depending on how late I want to stay up and how much of a perfectionist I want to be. I might be able to do that tonight. So do I just copy this layer? Click on this layer over here, Control C. Go back over here. Layer, race, team stuff. I'll switch the name later once I figure out what race team Chase Briscoe and the number 27 is on. And then do I just Control V? Apparently that's what I do. Alrighty. Oops. Let's export. Let's see if that lines up in the game. The yellow little corners right up there at the top of the B pillars. Chase Briscoe, built for tough. Yeah, that looks like it. Is his yellow? Or is the top of it yellow like that too? No, it's just the corners. So I don't need that middle part. The headlights. Did do the headlights. That part's taken care of. I don't need this yellow stripe in the back, but everything else looks good. Yeah, everything else, the yellow part right there on the top of the B pillars looks perfect. The headlights look perfect. I think I just need to get rid of that, the yellow part. Alright, so I just did that. I deleted that part, and then I just hit Control C again. Then it's going back. I hit Control Z, then Control V. Perfect. Alrighty, so the top of the B pillars, I think I just need that the racing logo, the driver's signature, banner, the rest of the little designs up here, and then the text on the side of here. Make sure all the contigs are good. Do the driver up the way I want to. I still need to fix the top of this top number, which I'll probably do in the near future. I'll probably actually do that right now. Alright, so we'll click back on this brighter orange that we changed to. Click back on this. That's my mouse being stupid. Copy, delete, paste. Make that a little bit darker orange, brighter orange. I like how that looks. Get rid of that. Stupid mouse. That's my mouse being stupid. Alright, copy. Delete. Actually, no. We don't need to delete that. We can just click off that and do a new layer. 27. Oops. 27.3. Alright, paste. Then now we can do the outline. Alright, we do alpha to selection. I think. I remember what to do to get the best quality. I just need to make a separate layer. Alright, so I go select, grow. Need to do a little bit more. Just a little bit more, just until this part meets right there. There we go, maybe just grow by another 2. Just trying to do a slightly smaller black outline than the one that was before for the top numbers. Alright, so we want black. Alright, so while we still have this selected, we then do 27.3 outline. Make sure that's underneath. And then we click that. There we go. So it's a slightly thinner outline than that. Yeah, definitely. but it still looks good. Alright, perfect. So now we can use this and fix the one on the top. Copy. Alright, we can get rid of this. Make sure we're on the numbers. Delete. Do you guys hear that cat in the background? That's right. I'm gonna have to make sure this is on the same. Alright, so that outline looks good, so I'm keeping... Oh my god, I hate this stupid mouse. Copy. Delete. Then click on the outline layer, paste. Alright, now everything's on the same layer. Now I can copy it. Bring it back over here. Paste. There we go. Alright, scale layer. Gonna make it shrink the width by a decent amount. Then bring it back down. Make it even smaller. Why do I just not use the scale layer tool? Because I'm too lazy. And do the skew thing. Or the shear. That looks probably good. So like I said, I wish I had a better shot of the top aside from this. This is like literally the best shot of the top of that paint scheme that I got. I got more messages on Twitter, I think. Man, you are super helpful, Caleb / NASCAR YouTube Pro Series. He sent me the Thor Sport Racing logo, and he sent me the that was me plugging in my phone, and he sent me the name of the font that the F50 slogan is in. Alright, so those are two more things I can add. The Thor Sport Racing right in the yellow part. That tiny little logo right there, I believe, is the Thor Sport Racing. Man, we're getting there. Can I actually complete a paint scheme start to finish in one video without falling asleep? Because I got like 40 cats running around me. Alright. So I'm just going to click on here for a second. Hit number 2 so I can go access my Twitter chat. Save image. Actually, Seeing if I can find a different ThorSport Racing. What? Oh, I got the same one. Alright. So I can load that up right away. ThorSport Racing. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Edit with GIMP. There we go. Oh, yep. Sorry, I gotta click back on the... Oh, sweet. You did PNG it. Perfect. Never mind. You rule. You were way ahead of me. I will just shut up. ThorSport Racing. Copy. Go back over to our layers, which we want to be nice and organized. I'm always organized with my layers. Edit layer attributes. Sport Racing. Colors. We'll just say that. Alright, and then we will put our Sport Racing, we'll put that right above that, and paste. I gotta shrink these suckers down to fit right in that little yellow, that bright yellow spot. Guide over here. Alright, scale layer, tool, shrink it down a little bit more, and we're going to start using that car viewer shortly once we're getting into this fine-tuning stuff. I think that's good. We're just kind of centering this in the middle of that yellow part. Copy. Actually, we should turn the mask on. Yeah, that's what I thought. I know the mask isn't exact, but it's usually a good idea of where everything gets cut off. Copy. We'll just see if that looks good first. First we'll do the TGA. Come back over here. I got so many damn TGA files. Trace Briscoe. And maybe just a little smaller. Just a little over this way. I'm thinking about it. Don't ask me why that logo is my background. I accidentally hit set as background when I meant to hit edit it in GIMP one time, and I just have been too lazy to switch it back since. Alright, going to that car viewer I saved. CWS. Ford. And then, to get this to work for the car viewer, we have to take this, export as. We've got to go back to Documents, NR2003, Paints, CWS. We got to label this card.bmp, export, replace, export, and then we go back over to the car viewer. Refresh. And now we can take a close look, and that actually looks pretty good. Actually looks pretty center, so then we can flip it around to the other side. Copy. Sure that's set. Paste that layer and then flip this around 180. Get it kind of centered vertically in the yellow part. And then line this edge up right along with this guide. That looks good. We'll try exporting that and see if the other side looks good. Refresh. Boom. There we go. Actually looks pretty good. Maybe need to shrink them just a little bit in the future, but just getting the rough placement of everything. We can always do a little fine-tuning work in the future as long as we're being good with our layers. We just gotta do the Built Ford Tough, driver banner, driver signature, and the fine-tuning contigs, and the last of the little highlights, the little decals up here. Yeah, the decals, the paint scheme, I mean. Yeah, we can easily use this at this point just for the reenactment and for getting a thumbnail. But I want to make it good enough to post. Does the 27 look good? I think that looks good for a roof number. Alrighty, keep at it. Control-Shift-J to center this back to normal. Paste that. Alright, what next? I should take a look at the chat, see if anyone has any suggestions. Someone's gonna be the sun. Need toilet paper. I really, truly appreciate everyone that's still watching this. You do not have to be here at this point, so you guys are troopers. Yeah, I'm saying I'm still gaming. I apologize if I'm not giving more of a tutorial of what I'm doing. I'm not a very great teacher. Everything I've learned, I've just learned by watching other people paint, doing YouTube videos with GIMP. That's all I can really suggest, and hence why you're here, so you're off to a good start. So like I said, a lot of the stuff I'm doing is kind of just basic stuff in GIMP, but I know for a lot of people it isn't basic, so I'm still trying to walk you guys through what I'm doing to the best of my ability. Alright, what can I do next? Alright, I can go back to my messages. I can open up a new thing to get that Ford text. if I just have the forward text be the only thing I do on this. Alright, so I need to go back to that tab and see exactly what it says right here. Raise the bar, question mark, F-150 is the bar, period. So I need to type that out. Make the font bigger to start with. And let me see if the font that he said this is a preloaded one in GIMP, or if I'm going to have to do it in some website. Alright, so Gothic Demicond. I don't think that's going to be in here. Maybe. Nope. Go up to Demi. Oh, I think I see him typing right now. Or I can just go to a font website. I've done that in the past. As long as you can get a decent sized clip of it. Here, I'll see. Sometimes in the past I've literally just... Or Franklin Gothic, excuse me. Maybe if I actually search for the right one, it'll come up. I just saw Gothic, I didn't see Franklin. Let's go to the F's. Ooh, I saw Franklin Gothic. Medium. Alright, I did Franklin Gothic medium. Let's see if that looks close at all. If this doesn't look close at all, we will just do it in a outside source website. Raise the bar. F150 is the bar. F150 is the bar. Okay. See if this at all looks close. Caps lock. Well, that doesn't look bad. That looks like it lines up about right. Raise the bar. F150 is the bar. I think that looks pretty good. Doesn't have to be exactly perfect. Was it bolded? Does it look better bolded? I actually think it does. Yeah, definitely. So let's copy this. Yeah, that font looks pretty close. Might not be the exact one, but it's pretty damn close. Thank you once again. NASCAR YouTube Pro Series. We'll use this for now. If we find a closer one, we can always change it, but... Forward. Oops. Get rid of caps lock. Raise the bar font. Oops. Why is this being weird? There we go. Copy. Paste. Shrink this down. I'll actually scale layer tool. Be proper with it. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Cancel. scale. Bring this up a little bit. So like I said, I apologize for my commentary not being more colorful and exciting this late at night while I'm just painting, but it is what it is. Alright, zoom in. I think we gotta shrink it a little bit more, obviously. Actually looks pretty good right there. Maybe just a little bit more. Alright, how does that line up with real life? Alright, I can go to the right a little bit, I can go up a little bit, and the zero is just cut off, so it needs to be a little bit wider. So I think I gotta make it bigger a little bit. Alright, there we go. So I can come over this way a little bit, go up just a tad. I think that's pretty good, actually. Actually looks pretty good. If I do say so myself. So I'm gonna assume this is kind of lined up the same way on this other side. So which means I'm going to have to flip this, transform 180. Alright, so I'm lining up the period, the edge of the period with that guide. Might leave it like that for now. I was going to actually take this top line and slide it over, which I guess I can do. Wouldn't be too hard to move it back. I did copy and then delete and then paste. Just sliding this over horizontally. I was going to do that, but I don't even know if... Does anyone have a shot of the left side of his car? Or should I just leave it the way it was? I'll just leave it the way it was for now. Alright, another detail knocked off. What are all these stupid little yellow stickers? I don't think... Yeah, those aren't... Oh, yeah, never mind. There's one there. I'll leave them on for now. So let's export this and see what that looks like in the car viewer. The truck viewer, I should say. Yeah, it's a little cut off. I think I gotta move the Ford logo in this just down ever so slightly. Jeez, you are all over this. Alright, it is. It is how I left it right here. The R and the F are lined up like this, so I don't have to move this over at all. I think I have to move these over as a whole just a little bit more. So I'm going to do that. Because the 0 is kind of where this is getting cut off instead of the eye layer. I'm actually going to just make this just a slight hair bit skinnier. Alright, so do that. I'm just moving this over just a little bit because this got closer to the end of the taillight. I think I might have to shift this forward a logo over just a tad. Copy. Alright, I did shift the guide over. Paste. Then line that period up with the guide. I suppose I should probably get the wire back for this part, for this fine-tuning stuff. Oops. Alrighty, perfect. Excuse me. Alrighty, we're not too terribly far away. Control-Shift-J. Your ride TV logo is off. A bit off. I noticed that too. I think it's a little too to the right. Yeah. I gotta shift it to the left a little bit. Thanks for pointing that out. Which means I gotta move it up in here. Build Ford Tough. No, where the heck is it? Right TV. Here we go. Just gotta move it up a little bit this way. Shoot. It's that guide that keeps throwing it off. Gotta move this guide out of the way. There we go. Alright, let's see if it's more centered. Blowing up my message thread. The wrong color apparently too. How did I miss that? Is TV white? How did I miss that? I know in this picture right here, it's a black outline and the TV is white. But I swear in this picture, you can see the outline is white and then it's TV. Or am I just seeing that backwards? Oh, that's kind of cool. Chase Briscoe just liked my tweet congratulating him on the win. It's kind of neat. Well, Chase, if you happen to be one of the 25 people watching this, I hope you are happy I'm painting your truck. Alright, he's just gonna send it to me. And you are blowing up my phone. I gotta find a way to stop it vibrating each time I get a PM on Twitter. Yeah, Chase Briscoe himself liked my tweet. It's kind of cool. I'm probably gonna feel bad butchering his name, but do you guys remember that dude from that V8 Supercars flip at Bathurst that I reenacted a while back? Fabian Coulthard. I hope I pronounced that somewhat correctly. He apparently liked a couple of my Instagram photos a few weeks back. Matt Bell from that wicked Mid-Ohio crash last year liked and commented on my reenactment of it. I have all these little interactions with drivers. Nothing quite as spectacular as Kamikaze Games back and forth with there we go. That looks better alignment for this text. With Ty Dillon. Why do I have cats infiltrating me? Alright, what next? The driver banner. That I can do. That I know how to do. Briscoe. Alright, for that, I usually Nascar driver banner font. That's right, here it is. It's called Berthold Axzindens Grotesque. That's not a good sounding font name. Extra bold condensed italic. So then we Google that. And then I always just use this Fonts Geek thing. Yeah, go back over here. Fonts Geek. Where do we type in the text? Enter your text here. Briscoe. Where is it? I don't need to install anything. There we go. Briscoe. Oops, not plus. Alright, so I know it's usually not the best quality, but it's usually good enough for my purposes, because the driver banner usually doesn't have to be that big. And then I usually just print screen this. Print screen. Do you want to paint? Control V. File save as PNG. Documents. 2003 files, paint. Thought I had a separate spot for the driver banners. Briscoe banner. So I'm not smart enough to know how to download fonts for GIMP, so this is how I do it. Logos, signatures, Briscoe banner, edit with GIMP. Alrighty. So my extremely makeshift way of getting driver banners. This is how I do it. I'm just going to make sure I spell that correct one last time. B-R-I-S-C-O-E. 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 Alright, just triple checking, making sure I had his name spelled correctly before I started doing this. So I just copied that, deleted it, and then repasted it. Oops. We're just doing this. I know there's probably a way simpler way about going about this, but this is the best way I know. And still that didn't work. So probably just gotta do this. And even still, that looks like crap, but whatever. I don't know how to download fonts. I'll change it later. Alright, now we gotta find the driver banner. Driver banner, where are you? Probably missed it. There's the Pole Award. Driver banner, where are you? Did I miss it? Banner blackout, here we go. About those logos later. Where did it go? There we go. Driver banner. Rotate it counterclockwise. Shrink it down a little bit. A little bit more. looks better. Alrighty, could be worse. I'll figure out the more proper way to downloading fonts in the future, but for right now, that for our purposes, that works. Alright, he just sent the Ride TV logo, so now I can get rid of this one. Man, not only do I got people still watching this late, I got people actively helping and contributing to me finishing this. Alright, so now I gotta go to my PMs again. Here you guys can look at my extreme personal message thread with the NASCAR YouTube Pro Series. Files. Paints. Logos. Alrighty. Oh yeah, here. If you guys want proof, we can see probably the evidence right here. Look at that. Chase Briscoe and 4 others liked your tweet. What a finish. I woke up and saw the highlights of the finish going on. And look at that. It's the Chase Briscoe that liked my tweet. How awesome is that? Oh my goodness, you're blowing up my phone. I appreciate the help, but was that really worth 6 messages? Is there a specific spot in GIMP where I install fonts to, like a GIMP folder in the C drive or the program files folder? Holy crap, I'm starting to hit a wall, but I have just the remedy. I've got a few more beers left from that 6-pack from my barbecue earlier, so I am going to grab a Budweiser, and I will be back in like literally 5 seconds. Alright, I'm back. I really want to get this done before the night is over. Let's take another look at this thing. I mean, for our purposes, for the reenactment, I mean, it's easily usable right now, especially just for a thumbnail. Which, even if I don't finish this thing tonight, I'm still gonna probably do the thumbnail right before I go to sleep. Windows button, type in fonts. Drag that folder in there. I'm not sure if I know exactly what that means. I'll worry about the driver banner in a little bit. Got so much, still so many things to do with this. Logos, that's what I'm looking for. Right, TV, where's the other one? Where is the other Ride TV that I just got sent? Oh, here. It's right at the top. I'm taking your word that this is the right logo. The right one on the top. Alright, TV logos. Paste. Transform. Rotate clockwise. Shrink it down just a little bit. Looks good. I think actually I just gotta shrink it down just a tad bit more. There we go, that's fixed. Export. Except I don't want the mask on when I'm exporting the preview. Alright, that's fixed. What else? CH Productions 14. I don't think I've given you a shout out yet. How are you doing? Going back into the YouTube chat. Officer Rhino, it's Cheesehead. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anyone in the chat. Taylor Tot 16. Did I get you yet? iPug Racer Racing. I mean, it will easily work for a thumbnail for the reenactment. Alright, what color is that damn camera? Do we got a picture of that? Chase Elliott, here we go. Darn it, I don't see the camera in that picture. How about here? He doesn't have a camera. What a cave person. Ugh, I think... I don't know if I can stay up the rest of this to finish the rest of this, because I still need to properly install the font and do his banner. I still think that looks like it's black TV font with the white outline, but I'll take your word for it. You've helped me with a crap load of other things so far in this video, so you're obviously very knowledgeable about painting, so I'm not going to challenge you, but yeah, I still need to do this banner, these little paint designs up here, right there, and the last one in the front. And yeah, make sure all the contigs are good. Not too much left beyond that, but I'll tell you what we can do. We can does anyone have any shots of his pit crew? I'll start making a really rough pit crew for this one. I usually try to I don't spend too much time with pit crew. I'll maybe spend like 10-15 minutes just adding the colors onto. I usually use the, we'll have to see what pit crew I use. Pit crews. The ADA Sign, pit crew. This is usually the one I do. So in the meantime, let's start doing a really rough pit crew. I have no idea what they even look like. Their suits, that is. I have no idea what Chase Briscoe's fire suit looked like. All I know is I can start messing with this a little bit. I'm guessing a white pit box, pit wagon. Pit sign should be white or should be black? Or should it be orange? Actually, that would be kind of cool. You know, I'll do orange with this. With that number. Orange background. I'll copy this number for the pit sign. Stupid mouse. Copy. Alright, so pit sign. Do this orange. Layer number. Shoot. There we go. Scale layer. Actually, this would be a really helpful time to use the actual tool for that. There we go. That looks decent for now. I can always change it to whatever it actually was later. Good night, Pro Series. YouTube Pro Series, thanks for all the help. Let's see if there's any pictures of his pit crew anywhere, or even his fire suit. Is it mostly black with orange, like I see here? Why is there a picture of Kenny Wallace? No one cares about Kenny Wallace. I'm just gonna guess mostly black with orange outline. Until I see differently. Yeah, I'm gonna make all these guys stuff black. Body color black. Arm color black. Helmet color, maybe I'll have that be white. Yeah, I'll have that be white. For the helmet. I'll have these stripes be orange. Copy, delete, paste. There we go. Looks kind of cool. I don't know if that's exact proper to how his actual crew is designed. Where's that stupid visor color? There we go. Change that to black or gray, whatever. go. I don't like their shoes and gloves being yellow. Why does my mouse suck so much? Glove color. Writing what? Logo can we add? This mouse so freaking much. How much time I've wasted just trying to deal with this stupid mouse. Wagon, Ford, logos. Let's add these onto the pit wagon. Put this right here. Alright, so we'll put that right there. That looks pretty good. And then we will put the Built Ford Tough logo right next to it. Copy. Paste. I mean, yeah, this is like the most I'll ever do on a pit crew. I try to do something. I don't just leave it the bare bones pit crew, but I usually don't spend too much time on them. Send that like right in there. Does that look good? Here, maybe we'll even make the pit box fancy. We got that there. Let's go back to the pit wagon. We'll add a little bit of, a little stripe right at the midway point here. We'll add a little stripe of orange. We'll make that section orange. Now we'll add a little stripe of black. There, add a little bit of color to the pit wagon. There. Export as C drive Papyrus 3 exports. Chase Briscoe. Where are you at? Chase Briscoe. Built Ford Tough. Pit crew. Export. So then after that we go into here, go to crew, import, and we find that file we literally just exported. Chase Elliott, pit crew, Built Ford Tough. Shoot. It's either the first or the second one. Yep. Alright, so it's the second one. See, why is it not working? I thought I just... That's why. I did it as a BMP. That's why it wasn't working. No, I did it as a TGA. Chase Briscoe. Let's try crew. God damn it. I just exported the wrong one. I really hate this mouse so freaking much. Let's try this again. Chase Briscoe. God damn it, I can't remember. There we go. There we go. That's what I was going for. So that looks not too bad. That, and then that. Looks like it matches fairly well. Save. Actually, export as probably delete that, replace over that. We're getting there. We are getting there. I just want to take a test drive with this bad boy and see how it looks with the pit crew and everything. Oh man. You know what's funny? That beer I just got like 15 minutes ago, I haven't even cracked it open yet. There we go. I gotta plug my laptop in. Just give me 1 second. There we go. My laptop was about to die. It isn't anymore. And anyone still watching this right now is a major trooper. Alright, go up to the 20s. Right, 7 Briscoe. There we go. Doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad at all. Let's see how this looks in game. iPug Racing tweeted me instructions on fonts apparently. This is probably going to be a two-parter. I'm probably not going to finish all the details tonight, but I'll do it, I'll just maybe do a couple more things, make it look as good as possible before I completely crash, and make it good enough to potentially try a Can I Recreate tomorrow, or at the very worst Friday night. And then once it's completely done, I'll post it for everyone to enjoy. Yeah, look at that, the crew looks fine. Back
Limit
up
40. So keep it under 4,000 in seconds. Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
Doesn't look too bad.
Watch that speed now. Keep it on 4,000 in seconds. Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Okay, merge when you can.
Right up into the wall. Not even one lap in.
Limit 40. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds.
Wrist rent and finger. Monday. I have no idea how I'm awake right now. It's actually 3:13. Oh, I was trying to flip on purpose. Didn't work out though. Yeah, it looks pretty good so far. I mean, definitely good enough for our purposes for the reenactment. Just need to finish the signature, the contigs, and the few little paint things in the front, and fix the banner. But for the most part, it's not bad.
Keep it under 40. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds. Watch that speed now. Keep it on 4,000.
It's definitely good enough for our purposes so far.
Clear of pit lane.
Taken out. Do we got the proper... There he is. The 98 front end finger. Is that the proper... Is that the actual paint scheme? Alright, guys. Spoilers. Look away if you don't want to see the ending of this race. Thanks to NASCAR fan 93-100.
Briscoe nudging ahead. Finger coming, and it's going to be Chase Briscoe. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how about that for a final lap? I'm gonna mute it now. Yeah, here's one to go. Or coming to one to go. And they're going on the backstretch, side by side. Chase Briscoe trying to edge in front of Enfinger. And he pulls a Chase Elliott, and Denny Hamlin at Phoenix on him, shoves him into the wall. Gets the win. You know what? Let's see if before the stream is over we can at the very least get the thumbnail. Just need to shove Enfinger into the wall coming out of 4. Come on, let's talk about it. That's basically all we need to do.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
Whoa.
Car outside. Limit 40. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds.
I think
Keep it on 4,000.
I didn't even...
Okay, you're clear pit lane.
click the screen over anyway, that's fine. My channel probably would have gotten in trouble for copyright if I showed that anyway. The closest technical track for me that's run on any of the top 3 series is Road America, and then after that it's Chicagoland. I really wish they would come back to Milwaukee.
Car out back. Still there. Clear. Outside. Keep going. Clear outside. Outside.
I don't know if that'll even work for the thumbnail. Shoot.
Looks like we're bent up on the back end.
I think I might have been too aggressive with that one. Oh yeah, that one's not gonna work. That one's not gonna work. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to get a thumbnail for the future Can I Recreate.
Keep it under 4,000.
And we got 2 Chase Briscoes in this car set, I just realized.
Keep it on 4,000.
And then I'll call it a night.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
Try to end this shy of 4 hours. I won't torture you guys like that. Where's that finger? There he is. He's stuck in a bunch of other cars. Trucks, whatever they're called. Don't yell at me.
Still there. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Outside.
Maybe. Let's load up Camera Control Master and Fraps and see if we can make anything happen with that. Oh, lovely. Never mind, because it's doing this thing where Camera Control Master is going to make every other... Yep, and now the game's going to crash because I had to Control-Alt-Delete. Hate when it does that. I really hate technology sometimes. Close. Alright. I'd say that's about good as time as ever. I'm going to just end this stream right now before I get too frustrated. Yeah, the game just crashed. And knowing my luck, I'm going to have to reload my entire player profile and all my settings, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I got the scheme most of the way done. Just have a few more little details to add. It's otherwise complete. Once it is done, I will obviously post it for the rest of the world to enjoy over on probably Stun Out Racing. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get a thumbnail for a future Can I Recreate, finish it up, and then I'll have it posted after that. But thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you did. Be sure to go check out my social media pages. I'm on Twitter and Facebook. I also stream to Twitch if you are interested in that. Last but not least, if you'd like to be so kind enough as to help support this channel in any way, shape, or form and get some cool little rewards in return for doing so, please feel free to go check out my Patreon page. If you'd like to join Adria Fitzy, Tommy Joyce, Jay Barker, and Kingster Cole, I'd truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support from all of you. I truly appreciate it. And that's about it for tonight. Hope you enjoyed the video. Got about 80% done with it, maybe 85, but should be done in the near future. Watch for the Can I Recreate. Leave your suggestions for future videos down in the comments below. Hope you all have a good rest of your night. Peace. Bye.